this is a spa website that is currently live. As you can see, it has a domain, and this is what I rebuilt it to. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what was wrong with this original one and why it might be costing them bookings every single day, and the exact process I used to rebuild it. Because these are not unique to this business. I see the same mistakes on almost every local service website that I come across. And if you're a business owner watching this, I want you to be honest with yourself about how many of these apply to your own site. And don't worry, we're going to go through the entire sections of this website. So the first problem I noticed is that there is no clear error message. So I think I will just call this one number 1. So when someone lands on your website, you have roughly 3 seconds before they decide to stay or to leave. And in those 3 seconds, they need to understand 3 important things. And those things are what you do, who is it for, and what should they do next. So that is the most 3 important questions that your hero section should answer. And this site's hero section answers none of those questions clearly. As you can see, this headline is a bit poetic. You can see taking your skin to a new level, but it's also vague. And there's no immediate CTA. And the logo is appearing twice. I noticed that the logo was appearing twice, which makes it visually confusing and there is no clarity at all. And one thing you should also know that a strong hero section should only do one job. It should make the visitors feel like they're exactly in the right place and tell them what to do next or the action to take next. So that's the first problem. Another problem I identify is the friction on the services section. So should I write that? Let me just write it down. So if we go back to the website, you will notice that this services is the biggest selling point for this particular website, because their services are their products, and that is what people are coming to buy. And in this context now, the services are being presented in plain bullet points with no images, no pricing, no individual call to action. It's just bullet points that has been placed here. And here's one thing you should keep in mind when building like a services section. Every services section on your website should be like its own landing page moment. So you can make it have like a name, an image, a short description, a price, but price is kind of optional, but you should have like a name, an image or an icon, and a short description instead of just stating bullet points. And also, there's one thing to notice. If you see me scroll down, you can see that the landing page is really short because there are no more sections, and they hid most of the things on individual pages. So this is like a multi-page website. And for local businesses, most people, almost persons, does not have the time to start going through all your pages. Your landing page should display like a preview of what your business does. If they are interested, that's when they should now be like a CTA in these different sections to now take them to the details page of that particular section, which will now likely be a separate page. But just putting few sections, I think this is up to 4 sections. Putting few sections and just dumping the rest on a whole page will lead to lower conversions, because like I said, we are in a time of where people move fast. They don't want to spend their time going through different links to start looking for what would benefit them. So just give them everything on the landing page right out of the box. So for a spa awareness website, trust is everything. You are asking people to let a professional inject you. I've never done that before though. And for this site, I think the only trust building information, it's the doctor's credentials. I think it's this, na PhD, this, or if we go to contact us, yeah, still the same thing here. So the doctor's credentials and the form, and also the before and after images, which is buried at the bottom. Not really at the bottom, but I think it's something that they have to scroll down. And when it comes to trust, the important things you should add is if you are doing business like this is really a nice concept, but this should be at the top. You can also something like this testimonials now they created this separate page for should also be at the top of the website or like a particular section on the landing page itself. You can also add visible credentials as well, or Google counts, or Google review count, or Google count review, anything, any way you want to call it. And this needs to be very visible at the top of your landing page or somewhere within, but it shouldn't be very deep into your landing page. And the last point is this one is I'm not saying it's really really compulsory, but nowadays it's somewhat compulsory. I would say the design does not match the price point. For a spa and wellness website, I think this business is a premium service business, and people are spending anywhere from roughly 80 euros to several hundreds of pounds on treatments at this kind of services. But the website looks like it was built on the Frail team template. And I'm not really going to judge you too much because I just noticed that it was created 2017. But in as much as it was created that time, and I think it's a WordPress team. It's obviously a WordPress team. But regardless, I think it could have been better in terms of UI. Because even back then there were some websites that looked really good. And everything right here is fixable, and I'm going to show you exactly how I fixed them. Alright, so this is the rebuild version, and I'm going to walk you through some of the design decision I made because I want you to understand that this isn't about just making something look nice. Every section has a conversion purpose. Your website should not just look nice, it should be able to convert as well. And now for full transparency, I built this using a template I designed called Revire. So it's this one right here. It's a spa and wellness landing page template that I sell on my website webcreative.com/templates, and I call it web store. And I'll talk more about it later, but I just want to be upfront because I think it's actually one of the most useful parts of this video. So the first section is the hero section, and if you look at this hero section versus the one we just saw, you will notice the difference quickly. And also I changed the ad copy as well because your ad copy should also be converting users as well. This is not the best ad copy. I obviously did some prompting with ChatGPT, but I decided to just take something that is just vague, like taking your skin to a new level of beautiful, to something like elevate your skin to a new beauty. And I added like a little sub title right here, and immediately there are two call to action, so you can quickly see their services and you can quickly contact them if you choose to. And like I said, everything needs to have a purpose. Like these two buttons that are added right here are two options for two types of visitors: the ones that are ready to act now, which is this contact us, or the ones that need a little bit of convincing, which is these services. So yours can still be just one, which is fine as well. And also your image, your background image, or whatever you use should depict the outcome of your product. And there is an image there. The image is not really bad, to be honest, but I feel that there should be like a clear image to show the outcome of your service. And this will now lead us to the next section, which is this drop down section right here. And remember I talked about, I think that was the third point, yeah, which is the trust signals. So right below the hero section, before anything else, once a client see this, or once a potential customer see this, they already know that okay, they have like a 4/9 rating based on reviews, they have so amount of clients, and they are also certified as well. And this takes like 5 seconds to read, and it does enormous amount of work, because like I said, it just tells the visitor or your customer that other people have trusted this business and they have been happy using it. You can also add I think it's a marquee that's being called, where you see different, but I think that's mostly used for SaaS businesses and all. But you can do something similar if you want to. That's if you work with big brands as well. And right here, this is more like a, should I call it a welcome section? I added this one personally, but this is optional. You can just go to why they should use your service. And like I said, there are three cards here portraying why they should particularly use this service as well. And the next section is now how these services works. And this section right here, I don't think it was on the original site, so there's no how it works section, because I think how your services works still plays an important role as well on your own website. And the service section has to just be mostly 3 steps. I tell people to just do it in 3 steps. So choose the service, book appointment, and enjoy treatment. And that will now lead to the services section. Now compare this directly to the bullet point list that we saw earlier, which is this one. In this case, now you can see that each services now has its own card, its own image, and like a description, and also a learn more. So in this context, I just added like a contact page. So if you click on learn more, we take it to a contact page. Well, and this also helps for SEO as well, where you can now start creating separate pages for separate service. So for this signature massage, for example, you can now like add like a signature massage page, so that when the user clicks on the learn more button, it takes them to that particular service and more things about that. So you can choose to do that for every of your services that you have. And also there's a gallery section right here, and again, I don't think this was in this one as well. And this is actually an important section, because for a spa website, people want to know where they are going before they commit. So you can just add like a photo gallery of your actual workspace. As you can see, this is some galleries of some images here. And also there's this CTA that has this media team. I think they added that as well. So they have like a specialist page as well. But like I said, that you should just drop a preview of everything about your service. So if they're interested, they will now go to more about that. So, and I think they added, so they have like some images right here, but in this case the same thing too. So you have like a little ad copy, and once you click on media team, now you will now be directed to a page. And I think again, this just have like the image and a little bio about that person. Same thing here as well. Image, their position, their name, bio, and this is optional though, but you can add their social media links as well. And again, there's a CTA right here, and I think there's no CTA right here, as you can see. So every page user goes to, or every section, there should be a CTA that will lead to conversion at some point. And we're almost done. We also have a pricing section as well. So you can choose to add like a pricing section, and this is optional though. But if you have like a repeating kind of service you do, you can just create like a pricing list for that. And we have the testimonial section as well, where you can see testimonials from clients. And again, I really don't think there should be a separate page for testimonials, especially if the testimonials are not much. Mostly you just have like 3 testimonials, and that should just be on your um, landing page as well. Where you should have a separate page should be something like an a before and after testimonial, something like this now. I think I have a website called, all right, so this is a gym website called Marion Chase. Also, you can find out it's actually free, so you can choose to just take that and use for your own business as well. But in this one as well, you can read more. So it's more like a testimonial section, but since there's a before and after, and I click on the read more now, I'll be taken to a details page of like a 12-month transformation and stuff like that. So you can actually do the same thing for something like this. So if you're using it before and after, should just be a story and a CTA at the end as well. Then we have like a CTA section on its own, and this is where we close with a detected booking section. So a strong headline and a short line of copy and one clear button. And basically, this catches everyone who scrolls all the way through the website and is ready to act. And always remember to add a final CTA section to your website. It's really important. Now, like I just said, everything you just saw from the hero section, the trust bar, the services, the pricing, the testimonials, the gallery, and the booking CTA right here, all of it is built into this Revire spa awareness template. Actually, they are both the same, but I built them using different stack. This was built with Next.js and this is built with Outro. As you can see, both of them are the same price, $35, so you can choose any one of your choice. They're the same thing as well. So if you're a freelancer or a designer and you work with a spa or wellness client, this template alone could help you close your next client project faster and deliver something that actually converts. I'll leave the link to the description, and also once you've purchased the template, there's a live review as well. Once you purchase the template, there's a video to guide you on how you can set it up and change what needs to be changed and how you can deploy it as well. And also, I did mention that after this video, I might likely reach out to this business and show them what I've done. Hopefully, they get back to me, and if they get back to me, I will definitely do a follow-up video as well. Fingers crossed, though. But also, if you are a spa or a clinic owner and you watch this video up to this point and you recognize that your site has similar issues, you can reach out to us at Web Creative and book a section. We'll do a free website audit where we look at your current site and tell you exactly what's hot in your bookings. And FYI, there's no obligation, there's no pressure, just honest feedback from people who do this every day. And obviously, I do this every single day. And link to that will be in the description as well. If this video helped you in any way, please like, share, and subscribe. And also, if you want your website to be reviewed as well on this channel, there's a form where you can drop your website link, and we'll definitely go through it and give you a clean version as well and review it and let you know what is wrong, what is working, and what is not working. And hopefully, business owner, your niche, will also learn from that as well. All right, so if this video was helpful, do well to like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one.